What's going on? Josh Tatum here with Tatum Farms. Today we need to get some hot wire fence put back up. I had it up about a year ago, and we just moved the goats around and really haven't needed it for a year or so. So today we're going to try to get that put back up, and that way we can get the goats out of the pen, because this time of year I shouldn't be feeding the goats. So and every time I gotta feed them, I'm losing money doing it. And we got plenty of grass and plenty of weeds for them to be eating on. So we're gonna try to get that up and going today. But first, I gotta find my sunglasses. Okay, I'm good now. I've got any more where it's kind of cloudy today, but I can't see without dang sunglasses on. So, but we gotta feed these chickens first. They're hollering at me, and we get the pigs let out, let them graze today. So let's get these chickens fed, and then we'll start on that hot wire fence and hopefully get it up today. We gotta be in town a little bit later for got a aunt and uncle 50th wedding anniversary. So I'm off tonight, so we're gonna go to that, because they've been a big part of my life growing up. So we just wanna be there for them. So let's get these chickens fed, and we'll get our other stuff started today. Well, it looks like we got a little escape artist. She's been wanting back in the pen, so she just heard me with the feed, so she decided to run up to the house. Let's see if we can get her in. Yep, she knows where to go. Looks like they got plenty of water for right now. I'm gonna be around for several hours, so I'll check it here in a little bit. There's the pigs. Alright, as you can see behind me, you can see T-post insulator. It kind of goes down there just a little bit, not too far. Our plan is to eventually make it all the way down to the tree line with it, but as many goats we have right now, this will be more than enough room for them for a while. So it just comes off our chain link fence. I had them pinned in here up at night, then I turned them out during the day. That way, coyotes are pretty bad around here. We have several dogs to keep coyotes away, but you never want to just take the chance with it. Never want to risk it. So I'm gonna try to go down through here and get it untangled. It's been down for like I said, probably over a year now. So the cows, the horse, the donkey, the goats have all been in and out of it. So that wire's all tangled up like a big old rat's nest. So we're gonna see if we can get it untangled today and get it put back up and get it back hot. So let's get to going on that. As you can see behind me, these tracks are muddy. We just got rained out a while ago for probably about an hour, almost hour and a half. It rained a little bit. So we are very blessed to have that rain this time of year. So we're gonna get started back on the hot wire. I've got about 3 strands halfway up, still digging it out. So let's get back to work and see if we can get this up before it's time to leave. There are many ways you can do your corners. This one right here, what I did was I just did a dead man, just drove a T-post in the ground for a little ways, and just wired off, keep that corner from pulling in. But there are many different ways of doing this. I've actually looked for some telephone posts for my corners. That way I can set them, and if I need to, I can just pull them up and move them. Something solid. So if you just do a T-post, get much pressure on it, it's going to end up pulling your corner over. So you want to make sure you secure it somehow if you got pressure on it. Well, I just got done weed eating the fence line, and the reason I do that is I've noticed a lot of time the goats they'll have their head down grazing, and they ended up going under the fence when they're new to the hot wire fence. So this pin right here, I've got 5 strands on it. Usually when I kick them out after they are trained to the hot wire, the most I'll do is 4. And I don't have to have a very bottom one because they are used to the electric fence, and they respect the electric fence. They know they'll get shocked if they get close to it. So this fence right here, I put a little more effort into it. I put a strand on the very bottom, just so they don't try to go under it. And right here, if they do get out, it's not a big deal. So it may take a few times on training them, but I'll show you all along the way. Through more videos on how they do on electric fence, and why I do like it on some locations and I don't like it on others. So we'll go over that in the future videos. So right now I'm gonna make sure that bottom strand's tight. I noticed it was loose. I got a couple insulators I need to replace, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna show y'all what I've been doing here. All right here we're on the opposite sides of that barbed wire fence, and our wires need to be tightened a little bit more, as you can see. So here, I'm going to just cut that wire and put this tensioner in there. These work awesome. So that's what we're going to do here. That way we get rid of that slack down through there. I was pulling it from the other side, but I just can't get enough tension on it all the way around. So I'm going to put these through there and show you them. So we got these put on, and with these you can see all I did was cut the wire, then wire it right there, then you put it through that hole right there, and just start tightening it down. You can take a pair of pliers to do it. I don't know if I can do it right here or not. Just like that. And with these tensioners, that current will go through that. And on my end here, you can see my insulator here. With these plastic insulators, over time I've learned that the sun does get to them, and they will wear out. So you will have to replace these every now and then. To have all my wires connected, you can wind the wire around the wire. But all the time, it doesn't work all the time. You don't get the current all the way down like you should. So I invest in these little bolts here, and if you can see, they got a slot right in there. And what happens is them wires will go in there just like that, and you can tighten it down, and they work great. They're not the cheapest thing, but for what they do, I love them. That's why I spend a little extra money in getting them. So with being done. Them wires are a lot tighter now. So let's go down, I'll show you the other end. As you can see here, my top 3 wires just have regular insulators on it. And my bottom ones have, they're extended out a little bit. You can see that right there compared to the other ones. With doing that, the bottom's extended like that and the top's not. What I've noticed with the goats are when they stick their head through the fence, it's usually on them topper ones, not them bottom ones, and they'll stick their head through. Well, it'll shock them around the neck. But having them bottom ones extend like that, I've noticed it'll get them towards their feet, towards the bottom of their body, and it seems just to work a lot better training them on it. I usually don't use them when I put them out to a pasture when they're already trained on a hot wire, that they know to stay away from it. But when I'm training them, that's what I like to do on these. That way, and you can see my wires are closer together towards the bottom. So that's what I like to do on it. Other people have different ideas on doing it. This just works for me. If they stay in, that's all we're looking for. So if you got another way of doing it, a lot of people use Premier One net, and I've seen a lot of good results for that. I looked into doing that, but for us, the cost for the net was just too much for us for what we needed to do with it. And where we're at, we're not by a busy highway or busy road or anything like that, or got close neighbors where I got to worry about the goats getting out and getting on their porch and getting their flowers, or out and getting hit on the road. So if they do get out this way, it's not that big a deal when we're training them. Once they get trained, I hardly ever have them get out. If they do get out, it's usually because I've had the hot wire off for a period of time and they realize that. So that's about the only time I've had them get out after they get trained. So here they should be pretty well trained on it really after a few days. If I got a problem with them getting out, what I'll do, and I shouldn't have to do it because my wires are close together here, is add another roll of wire, another strand on it, but I doubt I will here. So that's how we do it on that part. Well, I wasn't able to get everything done today that I was hoping to, but we got a little bit done out there. Probably another hour maybe, and I'll have it all hooked up. So we'll worry about that till a later day. That way we can go spend some time with family. Some of the folks I don't get to see very much is because where we live at and always working. So we're gonna go do that. So make sure you subscribe to Tatum Farms and click the little bell. That way you get notification on when we post a new video. And I appreciate all y'all watching. So maybe on the next video you'll see how we get it all hooked up and how well it works. So stay tuned for the next video. See y'all later.